Hi everyone, it's Eva Pietrzak here from Abundant Results Coaching, and today I would love to talk about feeling of wealth, producing or attracting wealth into your life. And I would love to give you some tips how to create feeling of wealth regardless of what your bank account says. But before that, I just want to start off with a story and how I came about this phenomenal toolbox to help you attract more money and to help you fulfill your dreams. So, as you may already know, I just purchased my dream home here in Spain, and I love every single minute of it. I mean, now it's like end of November and it's beautiful and sunny, and I just love, love, love living here. But when I was purchasing this home, I needed to attract multi seven figures to purchase that property that I didn't have. And I needed to change my mindset and my energetics around money a lot. So one of the things that I learned, I remember when the moment when I actually transferred the money for the property, and suddenly I started feeling not so wealthy anymore. And the reason was when I looked at my bank balance, it was like below my comfort level. So, there is certain comfort level that I'm like, okay, we're safe. We have money to pay our expenses, no problem. But when it drops below certain comfort level, certain amount, I was just not comfortable. And I started worrying, will I have enough? And I also started feeling not so wealthy. And so what was really interesting is the minute I started feeling this way, and it was quite a prolonged feeling, I started noticing that there were a lot of unexpected money outflows happening around me. So someone asked for a refund. Several clients fell back on payment. Unexpected expenses came about out of nowhere. And I'm very, very aware and I pay attention when my outside world is changing around money. I know my inside world has changed. And I ask myself, what's changed? And I realized that I haven't been feeling so wealthy lately. I've actually been feeling not so wealthy. I don't even want to say a word, but I've been feeling like not enough. I don't have enough, or maybe I will not have enough to cover my expenses. And so I read this lovely little book, Money is God in Action, at that time by Raymond Charles Barker. Really, really brilliant, teeny tiny book. So if you guys want to get it, make sure that you get it. And one of the beliefs from this book that I had to change in that moment is that prosperity is not your bank balance. Prosperity is money in circulation. And I want you to think about it. There's many people who consider themselves wealthy and they have big bank balances, but they do not use the money on a day-to-day basis to live a good life and to do a lot of goodness for themselves, for their loved ones, for charities. So they live like a poor person, but they have big bank balance and then they die, and either it's their children or the banks that are using the money. And it actually makes real sense. The amount in your bank account is not the feeling of prosperity. It actually may give you feeling of security, but not really feeling of wealth. Feeling of wealth is when you actually circulate money, when you spend money. So here's what I did. I did this simple trick to change my feeling around money, how I felt about myself and money. And I went to a coffee shop and I just wrote out a list of things that I circulated my money on within that past year. And I wrote things like, okay, well, I fitted out the house with beautiful interior designer furniture, this amount. I invested in mentorship, this amount. I stayed in 5-star suites every single month, and this amount. I gave to my family, to charities, this amount. I treated my team members to 2 spa getaways in 5-star hotel, this amount. And I would like more or less tot it up, and it was over 2 million. Now, maybe your amount is not going to be that, but my amount was that. And the feeling, I was just like, oh my God, I am a wealthy woman. And it was really about that feeling, because the minute when I started feeling again that I'm a wealthy woman, regardless what that number in my bank balance was saying, I noticed the universe was starting to change. So literally 5-10 minutes after I received a message from a new client, listen, I want to pay in full within the next few days. And then obviously, like more money started coming in and sales started coming in, and these unexpected expenses either got resolved or they stopped. And I noticed how important it is that I feel wealthy, I feel that I have money, I feel that I'm prosperous, regardless what my bank account says. And I know sometimes there may be many different reasons why your bank balance is showing lower number, but you don't want the number make you feel certain way. So you can be using this trick or any other tricks that I've been sharing with you. I've been sharing, I don't know if you guys remember, but I've been sharing how to feel that you have money regardless of how much money you have. If you haven't listened to that one, maybe check through my past recordings and see any tips around money. You're going to find it there. And one other thing that, like one of my clients had a situation lately where, where one of her biggest income streams was cut off, and she looked at her bank balance and she was like, oh my God, I'm the poorest I've ever been. And that feeling was repelling money, repelling customers, and so on and so forth. So, what I asked her to do, just to switch the story that her mind was telling into I am always provided for. Isn't that wonderful that even though that main source of income was cut off, I still managed to pay my bills? I still attracted money from multiple places, some of them unexpected and some of them expected, that paid my bills. And literally her feeling changed and she started feeling prosperous, even though the bank balance was the same. And she started attracting more ideas how to make money, more customers, and then her bank balance started filling up. So I hope this resonates with you. If you maybe sometimes, or even now, I want you to check in with yourself. Do I feel prosperous? Do I feel less prosperous or maybe even poor because I'm looking at my bank balance? And do I need to shift this? Because if you're feeling poor, or if you're feeling like there's not enough, or if you're constantly worried that there will be not enough, your energetics around money, your mindset around money is literally repelling more money from coming to you. So you don't need to see more money in your bank account in order to change things around. You can use any of these tools to change your energetics and start attracting more money to you. So I hope this helps you and you're going to implement. And if you do, make sure that you email me back or you write a comment if you're watching on YouTube and let me know how it's going. Because for me, this is such a simple trick, but it just makes a whole lot of a difference when it comes to money mindset, money energetics, and actually being open to receive money. Thank you so much for watching and have a lovely day.